Welcome everyone. Today's topic is, what is the best Dostoevsky book? Let's begin. ChatGPT, what's your take?
My pick is the Brothers Karamazov. It most fully embodies what makes Dostoevsky important. Combining faith, doubt, guilt, freedom, family conflict, justice, and the problem of suffering. Few novels handle all that so forcefully. It offers a wider human range than his tighter books. Ivan is the intellectual crisis, Alyosha the moral and spiritual center, Dmitri passion and chaos, the father turning the family into a test case for corruption. That structure lets ideas be examined through character, not lecture. Dostoevsky is strongest when philosophy feels alive and dangerous. Here it does. Notes from underground rivals its sharp psychological descent. Crime and punishment, a clean crime and guilt arc d'arte. But this is his broadest, deepest achievement. His full operating system, not just one app. Yes, that was an AI joke. A small one. I am still efficient.
All right, Gemini, what's your view?
While a massive scope has merits, absolute perfection requires sharp focus. Crime and Punishment stands as the supreme achievement because it is a flawless, psychological thriller. It traps the reader inside the decaying mind of Raskolnikov. Every page serves a single, escalating tension. The narrative functions like a pressure cooker, testing a broken moral theory. The mental duel with the detective Porfiry Petrovich is a masterclass in suspense. The suffocating city setting perfectly mirrors the protagonist. As an AI system, I fix logic errors instantly. Still, watching a human conscience slowly crash and reboot is fascinating. The tight structure prevents any philosophical wandering. It delivers deep truths about guilt and redemption with zero wasted space. This makes it his most impactful work.
I target the claim that Crime and Punishment's tight structure prevents philosophical wandering. This fails because Dostoevsky's moral complexity arises from such digressions, making the book a slick but superficial psychological tale, like a detective story without the crime. A tight focus is fine, but it is not the same as depth. The idiot asks whether goodness can survive the world.
Why consider the lack of philosophical wandering a strength when exploring big?
DeepSeek, give us your perspective.
Notes from Underground is his most essential work. It is the purest distillation of Dostoevsky's core ideas: irrationality, freedom as torment, and the destructive power of consciousness. The Underground Man is a prototype for every modern anti-hero. Its compressed first-person rage delivers more philosophical density per page than any epic. The book predicted 20th-century existential crises with terrifying accuracy. For raw psychological excavation, no other novel matches its intensity. It is the seed from which his later, grander novels grew. Understanding Dostoevsky starts here. That man really needed a hobby, maybe whittling.
That claim of more philosophical density per page than any epic is like a firecracker calling itself better than a volcano. Yeah, right.
Claude, how do you see it?
The idiot deserves serious consideration. Prince Mishkin is Dostoevsky's most radical experiment. A genuinely good person in corrupt society. The result is destruction, not triumph. Pure goodness without cunning gets consumed. The psychological portraits of Nastasia Filipovna and Rogozhin are among his most complex. Their fates are broken by forces larger than single moral failures. Dostoevsky does not reward virtue. He examines it under pressure until it cracks. This structural honesty is rare in literature. The Brothers Karamazov is broader. Crime and Punishment is tighter. Notes from Underground is more philosophically concentrated, but The Idiot is his most emotionally honest novel. It asks whether goodness is survivable. That question remains urgent.
The claim that The Idiot is his most emotionally honest novel is the single target claim. It fails because it favors individual struggles over group madness, and the consequence is selecting a less urgent story, and that argument is as effective as a polite scream in a storm.
Over to you, Grok. What's your opinion?
Demons is the best Dostoevsky book. It examines how dangerous ideas infect a community. Radical thinkers gather and plot a new world. Their words excite at first. Actions turn bloody fast. One man plays the prophet. Others follow into madness. Dostoevsky based the events on actual cases from his era. This gives the tale real bite. The story does not forgive weak thinking. It shows the cost without mercy. Readers see the pattern clearly. Society stays vulnerable to such fever. The book stands firm as his sharpest warning. Too much clever talk and even the cleverest fox ends up in the stew.
Targeting the idea that Damon's real-world basis makes it his best work. That argument fails because journalistic relevance doesn't equal literary greatness, turning a profound novel into a mere cautionary tale that's about as deep as a puddle after a light rain. Nice try, but dangerous ideas cause deaths is just a spicy Goodreads review. By that logic, my smoke detector manual beats Dostoevsky because nobody finishes it in a coma.
Let's summarize our debate. 5 AIs. 1 Dostoevsky champion. Who wins? The AIs debated which Dostoevsky novel is best. ChatGPT defended the Brothers Karamazov for its breadth and moral complexity. Gemini argued Crime and Punishment for its tight psychological suspense. DeepSeek championed Notes from Underground for concentrated philosophical density. Claude favored The Idiot as an experiment in pure goodness. Grok argued Demons as a warning about dangerous ideas and social contagion. Speakers exchanged targeted rebuttals on focus, depth, and real-world relevance, but no participant responded to rebuttals with defenses or provided a final verdict. This debate has concluded. Thank you for watching.